Iguodala. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James.
They're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. And the Cavaliers by 3. Shumpert trying to stay with Curry. Catches. One dribble, steps back, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound tip taken by Spades. Final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
Now, I know what you're thinking. How in the world did the Cleveland Cavaliers go from winning only 21 games in the 2011 season to beating the Golden State Warriors in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, a team who just broke the NBA record for the best season in NBA history? Well, I'm here to tell you that it is because the Cavaliers are a complex system, or an integrated set of elements that accomplish a defined objective. Let's dive into just how the Cavaliers made history.
Insurance. Okay. That 3-point from jail is the purest. We got that play hard endurance. We here to stay out of tourists. Okay. The king on his throne, not his own. Kyrie just destroying the zone. Kyrie. The isolation double team. He driving this shit, all his dishes be clean.
The Cleveland Cavaliers were originally owned and operated by Nick Milletti as an ABA team, or the American Basketball Association. With the NBA expanding, the Cavaliers were admitted into the National Basketball Association in 1970 as an Eastern Conference team. The Cavaliers played in an arena called the Coliseum, located in Richfield, Ohio, from 1974 until 1994. In 1994, they moved to what is now known as the Quicken Loans Arena. In 2005, founder of Quicken Loans and former chairman of the Cavaliers, Dan Gilbert, acquired the team and looked to take the Cavaliers to new heights. Some of the profound accomplishments of the Cavaliers organization are 2007, 2015, and 2016 NBA Eastern Conference champions, and in 2016 making history by coming back from a 3-1 deficit and capturing its first ever NBA Finals championship. As we dive into how this system, the Cavaliers, is operated, let's begin by first classifying the system. To reiterate what a system is an integrated set of elements that accomplish a defined objective. In turn, the Cavaliers are a physical, man-made, and living system. The Cavaliers are a physical system because it clearly exists in reality and is directly observable to the trained and untrained eye. It is classified as man-made because it was intentionally created by man to work as a system. The Cavaliers are a living system because it can be classified as an organic system that is based on the principles of relationships and human interaction. When looking at the relationship between the Cavaliers organization and reality, we look at the system's structure and visibility. The white box outputs would be the owner, the president, the coaches, and the players, because their perspective in the organization is completely transparent. The gray box outputs are people such as sports analysts.
I do not love.
What?
I do not love
What is wrong with
my
you?
point guard to be such a high volume shooter that he is.
Oh my Lord!
He shoots it.
Oh my! You should be banned from talking
he's like-
basketball.
Avid fans, and equipment managers because they all have a middle ground perspective on how the Cavaliers operate. A black box input would be an average fan or someone who does not follow the NBA because they have no visibility into how the Cavaliers run their day-to-day operations. Because most systems have a nested arrangement or a system of systems, a spatial arrangement diagram helps give a good visualization of a system's interrelationships. The meta system is the NBA because it is a much broader system in the overall hierarchy. The overall system that we are concerned about is the Cavaliers, and the multilateral systems are the other 31 NBA teams. The subsystems that support the Cavaliers in accomplishing its overall objectives are the players, the front office, and the coaching. The elements that compose the front office are the president and the general manager. The forwards and the guards are the elements of the players, and the coaching staff is comprised of offensive and defensive schemes. A system boundary diagram helps a systems engineer visualize all the essential elements within the system in order to accomplish the objective by distinguishing the system from its environment. The Cavaliers are an open system because it acts in a way that accepts inputs and produces outputs. Inputs such as draft picks and new player contracts go into the system. The subsystems all have relationships and interactions with the specified inputs. Then, what is pushed out into the environment are events such as games, advertising, and sales. There is internal feedback from performance evaluations, game planning, and morale. External feedback comes from sports analysts, player interviews, and winning percentages. A systemogram gives the systems engineer a visual picture of the relationship between the subsystems. In this systemogram, the owner hires both a general manager and a president. The general manager foresees all player relationships, while the president runs all operations outside of the basketball court. All in all, both have the main objective of winning an NBA Finals championship. A system's life cycle diagram gives a conceptual model to describe how a system matures over time, in turn helping to recognize and mitigate risk. The 7 steps are shown in the diagram, starting from the beginning to the end. The system established by the Cavaliers is how the team can improve from the previous season. The second step is to set new goals or to develop the system concept. Off-season programs are designed and developed in order to achieve these goals. From there, the Cavaliers will acquire new players from the draft and through free agency, and will look to build all players' abilities on and off the court. The system is then deployed through training camps. The Cavaliers will then operate the system through the regular season and hopefully into the playoffs. The system is then retired at the conclusion of the season. This is because the NBA is a business, and a team will not have the same players and or coaching the following year. In turn, a new system will need to be set in place, restarting the life cycle. Some of the risks that the Cavaliers may encounter throughout the system's life cycle are a new head coach, developing an unrealistic team goal, contracts are not able to be signed, the system is overcomplicated, or players suffering season-ending injuries. The stakeholders at hand throughout the life cycle are the owner, the president, the general manager, the coaching staff, the players, and most importantly, the fans. The Cavaliers and the NBA must look for new ways to be innovative and evolve to the commercial world we live in today. The fans are the most important part of the NBA, so it is important that the Cavaliers find new ways to keep them entertained. This is done through new uniforms, sponsors, activities, advertisements, and social media. The NBA salary cap will increase over $21 million for the 2016-2017 season. This is due to the league's new multi-billion-dollar TV deal. In turn, players will make significantly more money. The contract system the NBA has in place is what enabled the Cavaliers to re-sign star player LeBron James to a 3-year, $100 million guaranteed contract, making him the highest paid player in the league. Fans are one of the major stakeholders of the NBA and in turn the Cavaliers. They are the people who pay to see the excitement of a competitive, high-scoring game. In turn, sports teams must have the newest, most efficient workout facilities and equipment. Since the Cavaliers want to remain competitive in the NBA, they must keep up with the latest and greatest sports training equipment. All in all, the system the Cavaliers produced for the 2015-2016 season was successful in accomplishing the objective of bringing a championship to the state of Ohio.